Hey, Michael. This summer, I know you got to participate down in the Manning Academy down in Louisiana. Just, I guess, talk about, obviously, it's a pretty big honor to get invited down to that. How cool was that experience, and what was it like to learn from Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, those guys, and what did you take away from it that kind of has helped improve you as a quarterback?
Um, it was a great experience. I definitely had a great time. Meeting the Mannings and all the other college quarterbacks that were there, and there was also other high school coaches and some other college coaches that were there. Helping out. It was a great experience. Being out there with the kids. Seeing all them work. I was there once upon a time, so just seeing them do that work. Just reminded me of where I came from, and things that I took away like. They're just so organized and they're just very detailed, and as quarterbacks, that's one of the main things that you should have, being organized and detailed. And I feel like just taking that away and just seeing how, like, it was so many kids there and just seeing how they manage that and seeing, like, in the meetings with them and stuff, just hearing how they talk and just, like, soaking in everything that they say. It was just a lot going on, but, it really went smoothly and it was a very good experience.
Michael, through your rehab and such, there was still a lot of mental work to be done, in maturity and growing and such as a quarterback. Can you talk a little bit about just what you've tried to gain in the last several months while you're getting better, too, in regards to mentally being a better quarterback as well?
Yeah, as far as mentally, just make sure that, I just stay sharp, make sure I stay on my film study, like, and this offseason, I couldn't do, like, as much stuff as I wanted to, obviously with the injury. So, just taking all the mental reps, like you said, as possible. Just watching the guys, encouraging the guys, whenever I wasn't in on the rep, just make sure that everybody stays sound, just make sure that, we stayed together and everything still flows smoothly, even though that I might not have been on the field in that rep, I still took that rep, and like if I saw something that that I liked or I didn't like, I made sure that I talked to the guys and make sure that we came correct about it because I know that's what it's going to take to win Big Ten this year.
Mike, Cameron and DJ, I don't know how much you had a chance to maybe even throw them over the summer, but just trying to establish a little bit of chemistry with him while you're continuing to go through what you go through. How critical and important is that going to be, and what do you think they can be as far as additions to the offense?
Yeah, that's very critical. New guys coming in, as starting quarterback, I made sure that I got as much time as I could with them guys. We actually spent a lot of time, this offseason, make sure that we got our chemistry together. So I feel like it's very good, and I feel like it's going to be a good connection. And, they bring a lot to the team, They're definitely going to be guys that's going to be on the field, guys that can make big plays and big stages, So, that's definitely what we're looking forward to, and we can't wait to see them guys out there.
I guess talking about a guy that you're very familiar with, Ty Freifogel, obviously he's been kind of a key piece of the offense the last couple seasons, but have you seen anything different in him, whether it's kind of the way he works, the way he carries himself, maybe being a guy that is coming into this season probably understanding there's pretty high expectations on him?
Yeah, Todd's always been a hard worker. He's always one of those guys on the team that's like always trying to be first in everything that we do. And that's what I really like about him, and it shows on the field. He's a great guy. He works extremely hard every day. We talk to each other about stuff that we see or maybe stuff that we feel is necessary. So I feel like we have a great connection. That's one of the closest guys I'm with on the team, and we always talk together. And Todd. Like Todd said in the media, he said he has something to prove. He felt like he had unfinished business, and you can definitely see that in him when he works out every day. This all off season, he's been working extremely hard. Trying to make sure that he stays strong and just perfect his craft. So I feel like that's definitely going to show this season.
Michael, I know that earmuffs and blinders is one of the mantras of the program, but after going through what you've gone through mentally, how do you stay so focused and keep that blocked out as you go forward?
Yeah, just support, support and just trust that everything's gonna be okay in the end. I got a great support system. This whole team, they all picked me up, in those hard times. So they just kept me level-headed and kept me positive. And when I'm in the training room, we got great trainers, here that's helping me out. So they give me a lot of confidence every day. Just going in and just progressing every day, it just gives me confidence, and it just shows me that hey, I can come back from anything. So no matter what, I'll just try to stay level-headed, stay positive, and just with that support, it just keeps me good.
Mike, I wanted to go back to his question about Ty. I guess when he came through this, considering the draft process, what did he say he wanted to get better at specifically, and how did you work with him over this offseason to get him better there, and what kind of progress have you seen so far?
Yeah, Todd's a guy that feels like it's always room for improvement. You know, he's a guy that likes to focus on the small details. You know, like as far as like route running, maybe getting more separation on routes, finding ways that he can do that. You know, he watches a lot of NFL guys. You know, I'm with him a lot, so he watches a lot of NFL guys, see like different releases they do, maybe different ways they run routes and stuff. You know, we always talk about stuff like that. But he's a guy that wants to focus on his craft and just make sure that he can perfect as much things as he can. You know, by the time he's done with here, so he can go be great.
Michael, do you feel a little bit more buzz about camp because you got that opener at Iowa to start?
What do you mean by buzz?
Just a little bit more intensity, a little bit more talk about we got to get going right away.
Yeah, that's our mentality for every game, though. That's how we come in every season. You know, we always come in with a chip on our shoulder. You know, we always feel like we have something to prove. You know, that's just how we work out. And like in this off season, you know, I feel like it was one of the best off seasons like we've had since I've been here. I see a lot of guys, stepping up, like a lot of young guys stepping up, being leaders. You know, all the leaders being leaders and just take control of the team. You know, I feel like no matter what game it is, you know, we're still gonna come with the same energy, same level of intensity every day. So that's just what we Coach Allen preaches to us, and you know, when he comes up and talks to us every day, you know, that's just all we can feel. So that's what we give out.
Mike, you talk about having a chip on your shoulder and things to prove. You guys proved a lot last year. What do you have to prove this year?
Yeah, just prove that last year wasn't fluke. You know, just prove that we're a team that can compete with anybody. You know, we definitely showed that within ourselves in this offseason. Like I said, you know, we got a lot of young guys, stepping up. We have a lot of guys that probably didn't see the field much last year that's going to see the field this year and definitely going to make big plays for us, you know. So I feel like it's a lot of energy going into the season and a lot of intensity, you know, because we know what we can do, we know what we're capable of, and you know, and we expect to go do great this year, and that's what we're going to do.
Michael, how much time have you been spending with Coach Sheridan here during the summer in regards to new stuff or different wrinkles or things like that you like or maybe see that we might see some new stuff from you guys this year?
Yeah, this summer the coaches they're out recruiting and stuff for most of the summer. But you know, when he's out, you know, he always give me a call. You know, just checking up on how I'm doing and checking up on how practice and stuff went. So we always try to keep close connection. You know, if he's not here, we talk. If he's here, I go up to his office sometimes. We talk. You know, as far as new things, you know, we haven't really put in too much stuff yet. But I feel like it's definitely going to be a great season. You know, we all, everybody on the offense side trusts Coach Sheridan. You know, what the whole facility. You know, we all trust what he's doing for us, and we all believe in everything that he puts in. So no matter what, I feel like we're going to come out successful because of that trust and that belief in Coach Sheridan, and he believes in us as well. So with that, with Coach believing in us as well, you know, that allows him to call plays that, you know, maybe that he don't have to think about. You know, he knows that we're going to execute at a high level, and that's because that's how we practice. You know, we practice every day with high intensity and execute at a high level so that when we go on the field, it shows as well.